Sonic the Comic is sometimes known as a more darker, grittier version of the Sonic universe, and this series certainly wasn't shy about having some characters killed off, sometimes even showing the death scene before you. So with that said, today I'm counting down 10 characters who died in Sonic the Comic. But first, some honourable mentions. Robotnik kills Sonic and Tails. Robotnik has finally launched the Death Egg. He quickly takes it down to the Emerald Hill Zone, Sonic's home zone. Robotnik attacks the Emerald Hill folk without mercy. Sonic and Tails arrive and see the worrying situation they are now in. Tails tries to sneak up on Robotnik's ultimate weapon, but Robotnik catches him, and Tails is completely vaporized by the Death Egg's death ray, killing the poor child. A furious Sonic launches his own attack before Robotnik turns the death ray to full power and completely annihilates Sonic and the Emerald Hill folk, killing them all. Now these deaths don't make it to the official list due to only being a projection created by Grimmer to showcase to Robotnik the awesome power of the Death Egg. Super Sonic kills everyone. The evil side of Super Sonic returns and he immediately sets out on a path of destruction. Super Sonic creates a live volcano in the Metropolis City before making his way out to space. Super Sonic contemplates destroying the ozone layer to let everyone die by global warming, but decides that would be far too slow to kill them all. Instead, Super Sonic grabs the Mobius Moon and using his incredible strength, throws it into Mobius, destroying the entire planet and everyone along with it. Luckily, this turned out to be an illusion created by Ebony to keep Super Sonic's mind distracted. He truly believed that he had just caused all this carnage. Alright, now onto the official list. Number 10. The Great Elder Tree. Knuckles was making his way back to the floating island before getting caught up in a protest in the last remaining forest part of Robotnik's Metropolis Zone. Knuckles discovers that these are no normal trees that people are trying to save. Knuckles meets the Great Elder Tree and they try to solve the solution of Robotnik's incoming attack in a peaceful way. However, some of Robotnik's stronger forces arrive and a huge battle erupts between them and Knuckles and Ebony. During the chaos, a missile that was meant for Knuckles heads straight for the Elder Tree. The resulting explosion completely destroys the defenseless Elder Tree, with the other tree stating, "You have destroyed the eldest of us all. His wisdom and beauty is lost forever." Number 9. Future Sonic, Sonic's clone. Robotnik tried his hand at cloning Sonic, but the experiment failed as the clone aged at an accelerated rate, so instead Robotnik brainwashed the clone into thinking he was Sonic from the future, and the only way to save his brainwashed future was to make the other freedom fighters follow Robotnik. The real Sonic doesn't believe anything the clone says, however the other freedom fighters follow along, and eventually get caught by Robotnik. The clone finally learns the truth from Robotnik and that he has been lied to all along and he was never the real Sonic. The clone manages to escape to alert the real Sonic of his friend's capture. They team up to rescue them before encountering Robotnik in a battlesuit. The clone takes on Robotnik while Sonic saves his friends. The clone barely defeats Robotnik but he's exhausted all of his energy. He collapses to the ground, realizing that his time is up. Sonic arrives and the clone apologizes for the deceit before passing away. His body transforms into pure energy and appears as a star in the night sky. Number 8. The Plaques. Robotnik teams up with the Plaques, an alien race, as they both share in their desire for the destruction of Mobius. The Plaques believe Robotnik to be their spiritual leader. Robotnik plays along. With a machine created by the Plaques, siphoned energy from Mobius and Earth is being pumped into Robotnik. Robotnik now obtains supreme powers. During a fight between Sonic and the Plaques, Grimmer intervenes and informs the Plaques that Robotnik will eventually betray them too. The Plaques scan Grimmer's mind to discover he is telling the truth. The Plaques leave and plan to kill Robotnik, however with Robotnik's new powers he has already become aware of the Plaques' change of heart. Robotnik murders the entire Plaques race with powerful red lasers from his eyes. None of them escape. Number 7. Boss Crouch. Knuckles ended up in trouble again when he wound up in this Wild West part of Mobius. Framed for a crime he didn't commit, Knuckles was to be hanged. Luckily, the sheriff returned and set Knuckles free. Knuckles is made deputy of the town, and Knuckles sets out his own investigation as to what's going on. After beating the information out of Cheeto, Crouch's lackey, Knuckles and the sheriff head out to stop Crouch before he can kill Rooster. They catch up and trick Crouch to confessing. Crouch makes a run for it with Knuckles hot on his heels. Crouch threatens Knuckles that he has a vial containing a chemical compound to an Apteryx, a giant dinosaur-type bird. The compound smells like the scent of their most feared predator, but 100 times more potent. If Crouch uses it, it will create a massive stampede. Knuckles closes in and Crouch falls down via some crumbling rocks. During the fall, the vial smashes. The herd of Apteryx now comes running towards him. Crouch is crushed to death beneath them. Knuckles witnesses the whole thing. Number 6. Filch. Filch is one of the mystic cave pirates who serves Captain Plunder. However, Filch decided one day to take an extra biscuit from Captain Plunder. As a result, Plunder put a bullet through Filch's head, killing him. It was alright though, as Filch came back as a poltergeist type ghost and even still serves Captain Plunder as a ghost. Filch even agreed with Plunder that it was right for him to kill him for taking that extra biscuit. Now that's loyalty. Number 5. The mercenary trio known as Deathtrap. During the Shannonzar arc, Robotnik hired a deadly trio of mercenaries known as Deathtrap to capture Sonic. After Sonic's first battle with them, Sonic managed to escape. Sometime later, Deathtrap caught up to Sonic's location, however when they arrive they encounter a Medusa. Gazing upon her eyes, they all immediately turn to stone. As Cowlus is already made of stone, there is a delayed reaction. Cowlus comes back later in the fight between Sonic and Medusa, barely holding together, now simply formed of sand. With a spin attack, Sonic defeats him for good, while also making sure Medusa's vision is also taken out. Number 4. Who knows how many Mobians? Robotnik makes one thing very clear to us in this story, and that's that badniks who fail to capture or defeat Sonic are to be sentenced to death, as they are melted down and constructed into new badniks. As we see, the badniks are fully operational while they wait to jump to their doom. This is clear that the imprisoned Mobians are still inside them. Robotnik is sending these people to their death. This shows that Robotnik doesn't take lightly to failure at all. One of the badniks says as he's jumping in, "Praise the compassion of Dr. Robotnik." Number 3. Supersonic annihilates a pig. Supersonic exploded with rage during his battle against Robotnik. Supersonic makes quick work of Robotnik by punching him through the glass of his own machine before blowing up the whole thing entirely with one move. Supersonic then catches one of the Mobians in the corner of his eye. Since Robotnik has escaped, Supersonic is going to have to destroy him instead. Supersonic charges full force at the helpless pig, completely and utterly annihilating him. Luckily for Sonic and the others, this pig turned out to be a badnik in disguise. Though I did want to omit Robot Type's death from this list, I wanted to include this one to show that Supersonic very much does have the intent to kill. Number 2. Taos. Robotnik has absorbed the very power of the Chaos and Master Emeralds and has therefore become a supreme being capable of anything he desires. In short, Robotnik has become a god. Robotnik zaps Sonic to a brand new timeline where Sonic never existed. In this new timeline we see a truly miserable world covered by Robotnik's evil. Amy and Johnny are no longer freedom fighters and Porker Lewis is now working for Robotnik. The Emerald Hill Zone is now a toxic waste dump. Sonic asks Robotnik what became of Taos. Robotnik says, "Ah, your cute little friend, such a tragedy. Do you remember how you first met him?" Of course, Sonic first met Taos when he saved him from drowning in the Swampland Zone. But if Sonic was never there, then Taos drowned to death. Sonic literally breaks down as Robotnik laughs with joy in Sonic's face, ecstatic to see Sonic broken because of his best friend's death. A truly cold and chilling moment. Number 1. Johnny Lightfoot. Perhaps the most famous death from all of Sonic the Comic. Chaos appears in the Metropolis City on the rampage. Sonic and the other freedom fighters immediately make their way there. However, once they get near him, they find they are unable to get any closer due to the sensation of feeling terrified. Chaos has the ability to create a fear toxin within him, making anyone who approaches afraid for their lives. Sonic manages to overcome this somewhat and temporarily makes Chaos retreat into the drain. Shortly after the arrival of Porker Lewis, Chaos returns, but much more aggressive. Porker has a device to defeat Chaos, but will require him to stand on this specific platform. Sonic gets Chaos's attention by hurling a petrol tanker in his direction. Chaos is now in place, however something is not right. The machine isn't working. One of the cables has become unconnected. Sonic tries his best to reach it, but the fear toxin in Chaos increases exponentially and he's unable to do it, crippled in fear. Johnny says he'll do it. He really feels he can overcome this incredible fear that's flowing through his body. Johnny does it. He's reattached the cables, though he's now attracted the attention of Chaos. Chaos punches Johnny full force in the chest. The resulting impact makes Johnny's heart immediately give out as his lifeless body now crashes down to the concrete below. With the machine working, Chaos is defeated, however the cost was far too high. While trying to hold back tears, Sonic joins Amy, Tails and Porker as they gather around their now lifeless friend. Johnny's signature weapon laying at the side, now never to be used again. Thank you very much for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video then a thumbs up would be very much appreciated as it really helps the channel grow. Thank you.